Hey JJ, welcome in. Welcome in. We're gonna be hit with ads in a second, but Grumpy was saying that he's bored and working and wanted some company, so I thought I would jump on and do some work. Turn the rainy sounds on a little bit. Wake up. Old tab on the right. Welcome in. Okay, ads are starting in 10. I am standing, so if the sound is different or I'm quiet or whatever, you know why. Okay, I have my standing desk up. It's just easier. My wrist is hurting, so I'm just trying to alleviate some of the pain. We'll get through it. We'll muddle through it. Plus, the doctor is, for some reason, he's like hoarding his dictations and sending them in late and everything. So I should have been like pretty much almost done by now. It's 2 o'clock my time. I should have been done already. He should have been done with his day, but he has still got a couple of patients left, and he hasn't. He's only sent in like 6 recordings. So yeah, it's a little frustrating because it means we have to work late. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna keep going. That's why we are chilling together. I'm only gonna probably stream for like 2 hours until Toast gets home, and I need to make him some food and stuff. Then I might get back on. Maybe just finish working, but I'm not sure. I'll have to see. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. As I was saying, surprise stream just to keep Grumpy happy. Hopefully he's getting on. Hopefully he has seen the message and he's getting on. Because I'm doing this for him. Well, for me too, but for me too. How is your Wednesday treating you? How did the email get responded to? Is everything okay? Did they respond in a positive way, or? Okay. Oof, that's the worst. Waiting for a response like that? Ugh. It's never fun. Not sure what to do about work. I'm just gonna play games. Yeah, that sounds like a plan, man. Play games. You could even stream. Dun dun dun. Insert dramatic ground scroll face. Oof. Anything with standing up is that it's freaking warm up here because all the hot air rises up. Such a weird thing to say. I know, I think about booting up OBS all the time. Aww. Hello! Welcome in, Grumpy. I'm gonna keep you company for about 2 hours, maybe a little longer, while I work. Because I have extra work. Doctor's finally uploading after holding back for like an hour and a half or something on things. So I'm like an hour and a half behind, but that's his problem, not mine. Welcome in, Grumpy. Hopefully I can keep you company. You know, I don't know. He's a great doctor. He's one of those very straightforward, says it how it is kind of doctors. And and we've occasionally heard him interacting with his patients, because generally he sends it in after he's seen the patient. But sometimes he forgets to turn it off. And so we hear the occasional interaction. He's very nice to his patients. Very, very nice. He's a very, very sweet guy. Very, as I said, straightforward. Never, you know, says anything that isn't quite true, or doesn't, like, you know, minimize stuff or over dramatize stuff or anything like that. He's very clear, but he is incredibly technically challenged. So even just a simple recording device, or like an app on my phone, Leather Arkham Asylum. Ooh, my resolve to work is wavering. Do you need to work today? Do you need to? Is there anything that specifically needs to be done today? Any deadlines or anything? I mean, could it go on a back burner? Could it? It you know, maybe? do to actually have to get the AI started for him? Yeah, well, then do that. Do that and see how you're doing, you know? Do that and see where you are. Do the things that have to be done today. Leave the things that don't for tomorrow. That's my view on it. One second. Sorry, Chrismo. We talk, okay? My husband and I, Toasty and I, we talk about stuff. And that's his break. He's taking a break. He has no phone in between his breaks. He's not allowed to. So it's the only time we get to talk. Is when he's rushing from one site to another. So, and this wasn't, I'm only streaming for Grumpy, to make Grumpy happy. And welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Chrismo. Welcome in, Modi. Modi. And Chabs. Welcome in, Chabs. Thank you for joining us. No, he does not know I'm streaming, actually. Yeah, he does not know I'm streaming, so welcome in, everybody. As a married couple, you're not supposed to talk to each other. This is from experience, huh? We know he works. I saw in the movies. Yep, exactly. They do. Named after Lord of the Rings. Yep, exactly. I thought that was such a brilliant thing in The Martian, right? I thought that was brilliant. And Sean Bean saying it was a secret council. 7 ex-wives? Yeah, that's what I thought. Chrismo. That is what I thought. You're always looking for the future Mrs. X Chrismo, right? Spondylosis. Ginger! Welcome in! Hello. You just love divorces? I booked Moo and I's trip to her. Oh, that's awesome, Griffy. Welcome in, Ginger! This is spontaneous, what's this? Platt! Almost a Twitch baby. Oh, lovely. We'll have to think of names next month. But thank you so much, Platt. It's your anniversary? Oh, that's lovely. 20th anniversary. Congratulations, guys. That's crazy. I mean, that's not crazy. It's wonderful. His wedding anniversary. Grumpy's wedding anniversary, not mine. But Twitch and I almost have Platt and I almost have a Twitch baby. What the fudge am I doing? Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, I know you don't like the word spondylosis. That's your tough shit. Anniversary of move bully me into marrying her. Yeah, as if. As if, Grumpy. You're lucky to have her and you know you are. So that's why there was the big silence. I apologize. We were on the phone. I was on the phone. I'll be working and lurking. Yeah, same. That's why I'm here. Good to see you all too. Welcome in, Ginger. And thank you, Platt. I really, really do appreciate it. That's exactly what she said to make me marry her. Face it, you're lucky to have me and you won't do any better. Yep. Paraphrasing. You don't even need to paraphrase. Gaza! Well, I'm working. And I'm sort of lurking. I'm just talking because you're talking to me. Hi, Kaz. Welcome in. I don't know what time it is there. I should probably look up my mum's message. She's probably going to message me in a minute. It's that time of the day. So let me open that up. Hi. 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 Hello. Hi. Hi, chaps. Yes. 9:20 at night. Okay, so a reasonable hour still. And how are you doing? Are you going to be playing any more games with Simon or anyone else? Monsieur Le Simon? Welcome in, Simon Eyes. Hi there. It's 4:20 right now. Oh, it's 2:20, 2:21 for me. I'm actually playing Rebirth again for the first time in a week after I lost 30 hours. Oh no. You've been working on like it cool. Smoke 'em if you got. I know, right? Our minds are one. That's awesome. Welcome in. I appreciate the look. That's what this strummer's for. It's for working and lurking. Thank you, Kaz. I was busy typing it out, but then I realized that I have an awesome mod in here and I don't need to do that. Thank you. Yeah, my hype girl needs to hype, exactly. And his hype girl needs to hype too. Yeah. She's part of my awesome mod murders on Mod Murder. You really want me to do your shout out, Moldy? You can do a shout out for Moldy too, Kaz, if you like. I would do a shout out for everybody. Grumpy also streams. Hi, hi! Wait, what? What's up, JD? I don't want no shout out. Okay. Well, I won't shout you out then, Christmas. Fine. Fine. Casey thinks I'm an interesting dimensional being because I seem to be every... Yeah, I get that. I get that too, Kaz. People like come into a stream and they're like... They'll see me and they're like, oh, hey, I didn't know you came in here. I'm like, yeah, I hang out here all the time. And the streamer's like, yeah, Harmonious is here all the time. It's pretty funny. Javis added a redundant hi. Did he? No, he didn't. Hi, Kaz. Oh no, I don't think of it. It's never redundant. It's just an additional. It's a floating high. It's a floating high for anyone who didn't get a high. See? It's just a floating high. I don't agree with Moldy on that one. I'm sorry, Moldy. Yeah, so Toast just moved to another site to do work on something else now. So he's got about another hour and a half or so, hour and 40 minutes to go. So I'm going to keep streaming until he is on his way home. And then I'm going to make some food for him. As a good wife should. 70 views broken down. Yeah, it is. I don't know what's going on with it. I found it on a bunch of things. Nothing's working. The musicians Casey is working for the concert album he's producing, they all have the power of your weird memory. It worked for me on some streams, and then others it would put the emote, but if it was like a moving emote, it wouldn't do anything. Oh, the back end. Oh yeah, because some streams I was on, it was fine, and it would show the emote. Like my favorite emote is the dancing alien. I would put that up. Some of the streams it wasn't playing the dancing alien. It was just like this. The alien was moved. Kids TV is literally broken. They now use our main TV. We need a replacement. It's a life-threatening emergency when kids emerge from the... Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Grumpy. I'm not going to make him a sandwich. I'm going to give him some delicious harissa rice, some more goat, some more salad that I made, and I made focaccia, garlic and rosemary focaccia, which I'm going to make a garlic, like a Greek garlic sauce for this. Sauce for him to dip it in. Yeah, last night I kind of overdid myself there. I made a goat. I said goat. Or did I not say goat? I'm sorry. Yeah, goat. Roasted goat. I made last night. I made spaghetti carbonara, and I made the focaccia. I made a salad, like a sunflower seed and all sorts of delicious crunchy salad. And what else did I make? Oh, a charcuterie board with salami. There's a tiny little store. It's Turkish, run by some Turkish people, and they eat a lot of goat. So they bring it in. I don't know if they have their own goats or they import it. It was very it's very rare. We just occasionally go in there and see if they have any, and they're like, nope, not today, or nope, not this week, or whatever. They're like, come back in a week, and it goes really, really quickly. So we went in there like literally as they opened. He was still unpacking it and putting it into the fridge. So we managed to grab a couple of bags. It wasn't a lot. It was very expensive. We don't do it very often, but we roasted it out on the grill, and then we brought it inside, and I cooked it in the Instant Pot with like Mediterranean herbs and spices. Had hundreds of Turkish meals, but never one with goat. Really? Oh well, they eat a lot. Well, they're Turkish. Hosting. Bye. Got automated. Oh, really? Weird. Well, I don't know why. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying bye. But whatever. I don't know what this thing is doing. It does its own thing. It's AI, I tell you. AI! Why did this jump? It's like a really lean version of lamb. I don't eat lamb, but I do know what you mean, yeah. It's very like mutton. It's like a very light version of mutton. It's very healthy, very lean. I think I posted at least I didn't get timed out for 600. It's like some people, right? Right? Yeah, Kay just doesn't like me. Kay mine, he just doesn't like me. I prefer mutton too, yeah. That's something we cannot find here. Cannot find mutton. We found it once, like about 5 years ago. We actually found this place. They had we actually got half a sheep. We bought half a sheep. Yeah, it's just old sheep, exactly. But they don't eat it here. They don't eat it here at all. In fact, the one guy didn't. Well, I mean, obviously the guy, the butcher or whatever, he knew what we were talking about, but nobody else. When you say, "Oh, is it mutton?" They're like, "What the hell is mutton?" I'm like, "It's sheep." And they're like, "Oh, like lamb, like older lamb, It's an old lamb. It's a sheep." Yeah, people don't really know what it is. Back home, that's pretty much. Yeah, it's adult lamb, exactly. Back home, it's pretty much, what we had. We had more of that when we had beef. It's fine. As I said, we find it every now and then. We find a goat every now and then. I've never found a mutton except for that one time the guy had a bunch of sheep, obviously for the lamb, but we don't eat the lamb, so we asked if we could have, if he was butchering it. He's like, yes, we are going to be butchering 2 of the sheep. And we asked if we could have, and he's like, it was so much for the whole one, and like, okay, we're going to share it. So we got half of it, and we gave the other half to my mother-in-law and her sister. I will check the dozens of Turkish restaurants in the media. Oh, whatever. It's whatever they have available, Chris, and they happen to have goat available here. They don't really cook with, I don't know, Molly. That's a good question. It's whatever they have, Chris. That's why maybe you don't see it there. Maybe they can't get goat there. Maybe they get more mutton. Maybe they get more beef, chicken, pork, whatever. It just depends on what's around. As I said, the goat's very rare. Yeah, goat girl. Well, whatever. These are Turkish people. They run a place called the King King's Market or something like that. They get all sorts of imported stuff from the Middle East, from North Africa, from the Mediterranean. So yeah, that's why. But I know that they're Turkish because they told us that they're Turkish. So I don't know what to tell you, man. As a English speaker, Kaz, a native English speaker, British, would you say there is swelling and ecchymosis? Just means swelling and bruising? Or would you say there are swelling and ecchymosis? It's one of those weird sentences, like medically it should be is, but grammatically it should be are, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would use both. Yeah, exactly. That's the freaking problem. Depending on your mood. Okay, what's your opinion, Chris? I appreciate your opinion. What is your opinion on that one? I just meant because Kaz speaks, same as Kat. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at is. There is swelling and ecchymosis because they're two separate things. So, or you could put them together. No, they're together. It's swelling and ecchymosis. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it as is. Whatever. Hey, dear witch, welcome in. From England, apparently we speak English but can't English well. Yeah. Word. Hi, dear witch, welcome in. It's another working and lurking stream. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna leave it as it is. It just doesn't sound right. There are swelling. No. Sounds wrong. Sounds wrong. I really wish he had started uploading earlier. I don't like this fact that it's nearly 3 o'clock and when he managed to do 10. It's his frickin' fault. Darn doctor. Holding his things. So I was thinking about a feet cam or a foot cam. I scoured the net for 2 minutes now and can't find any decent go-to restaurants anywhere. Maybe your wording? Yeah. Maybe it'll bring in the subs, right? I put a camera, or I have a redeem for I still put an extra S when I use the interrogative form anyway. Okay. Well, you say ecchymosis. So if it was ecchymosis, like swelling and ecchymosis, would you say there are swelling? I saw things like does it goes for oh you say things like does it goes for well that's because you're not a native English speaker. See, that's why I asked Madame Lecaz. Yeah, Moldy. What do you mean? I Googled goats and oh my god, Chris. I know, Simon. I'm just kidding. I've just been told how lucrative feet pics are. Apparently. And I was like, oh, what if I had a foot cam? Just like pointed at my feet. I don't need people to see my face. They could sub, and if they sub, they get access to the foot cam. I don't know how you would do that though. But anyway. The subs would just roll in, right? I believe that might defeat the purpose of streaming. You think? Defeat the yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't know how I would set that up anyway. I don't know how you would. Yeah, right. I think you should be able to add it. I think I've got that command loaded. I think. I don't know if it'll. Is it there? Those are the bottom ones are the normal ones, or like the common ones. I miss General. Hush feet. Yeah, I don't see. Damn. Alright. Oh, he's General's IRL bestie. Alright, okay. Yeah, I know. I don't know how that would work anyway. So I'm yesterday with some other friends. They all said our banter is unreal. That's so cool, man. Yeah, I have a friend like that. It's so weird though because I'm not a very verbose kind of person. I mean, even this, I think quotes might just need. Yeah, I'll probably just turn it on. Yeah, let me add that to my list for the day. Write that down. Alright, I'll turn it on in a bit. I'll do it right this second. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, as I was saying, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I'm not a particularly verbose person in IRL at all, but I have this friend, and we just, I don't know what it is, but we just like riff off each other so easily, and we just don't stop. And the one time my husband witnessed this, because he's also he's become friends. He was actually, my friend was actually his best man at the wedding. So, yeah, I've never had I mean, even in high school, growing up and stuff, I had friends, but never a friend like that we just, completely just clicked like that. And I met him. He's been my friend for the past almost 30 years now. Yeah, and whenever we're together, or obviously that doesn't happen very much right now anymore because he's back home and I'm here. But whenever we chat, even online, even by text, we're just, oh man, we don't stop. It's ridiculous, and we make each other laugh so much. And the first time that Toast saw this happen in person, he was just astounded. It's like I'm a different person when I'm with him. Not in a bad way, but just like I'm a completely different person. And it's like, I don't know why. Just my friend just brings out the worst and the best in me, I guess. I guess that's why we've been friends for so long. And also another thing with him, we can go literally months without speaking. And as soon as we speak, it's instantaneous. It's back. It's like there's not a day has passed. We've always been like that. Yeah, he's always been like that. I can truly say that he is a true friend. Oops. And he tried to warn me about my ex as well before I met Toast. When I first met my ex, I was with my ex for 7 years, and he made my life miserable, absolutely miserable. And my friend warned me about him, but of course, he was my first boyfriend. I was much older. He was my first boyfriend, my first real boyfriend anyway. And yeah, I was completely smitten. Wanted to hear anything bad about him. Yeah, I learned my lesson. So when my friend said, "No, I like this Toast dude. He seems very cool," and he met him and everything, yeah, that was that. I knew he was the one. Finally, some whining, complaining. Me or you? Sure, you're still not sure about Toast? Well, Grumph, it's a bit late now. 15 years I've been with him. Been married to him. 17 years we've been together. So, yeah. It's a bit late now, I think. But I'm quite happy with him. He'll do. Probably need another 20. Yeah, for sure. Another 20 years at least. Definitely. Right, Cass? Yeah. Looking back at my life, I would never have thought I would be married to a Dawn American, living in the Americas. Yeah, I never thought that. I didn't even see past my 25th birthday. I never complain. On another subject, can you make the freaking rain stop? You want the freaking rain to stop? Sure thing. Rain has stopped. Better? Right? Oh, you read it? That's so cool, Grumpy. That's sweet. Yes, Mr. Whingy Pants. You're welcome. Am I a wizard? A wizard. Yes, I made the rain stop. Just like that. A click of the button. I'm amazing. Yep, I did. Crazy, right? I can even change what time of day it is. Watch. Watch. Look at that. It's now nighttime. I am a real wizard. I can stop the cat from purring too. Yeah, I'm a crow. We do mystical things. It's in our blood. It's in our genetic makeup. We are mystical and marvelous and magical. We get a bad rep though, but we don't deserve it. It's spooky. Does that mean that the view from the window is in your real office? No, it's not. I am magically teleporting myself into other places. I can change the view as well. Isn't that crazy? Watch. Watch. Where do you want to be? You want to be on the beach? Or in the whatever that is? I don't even know what that is. Or do you want to be in a forest? Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. That's pretty. Now there's a forest outside my door. Isn't that pretty? cat they recorded for the purring. A cup of cake and a slice of tea time. That sounds wonderful. Wish we had cake. I have an apple and blackcurrant crumble. Oh my goodness. Tea time. That's what I need. I really do need an emote of the crow sipping tea. Because I sip a lot of tea and coffee. So it could just be, it could be a mug of something. Hot. Steaming, you know. That sounds delicious though. Apple and blackcurrant. Oh, that sounds so good. I made chocolate mousse last night. There's a little bit of that left. So it's very rich, so you can't eat a lot of it, thankfully. So I think we'll be having that for dessert. Yeah. That's right. It's close, but yeah, I want it holding a cup and some steam coming up, you know? Almost like Clay's like tea, I think it's tea. No. I can't. I don't know. I have it. He has one, but I don't have it on thingy right now, so I don't think I'm subscribed to him. Right, birds? Right? How come you ask questions about how to write something, Crow? They literally narrate the text you're supposed to write. Yeah, but the doctor doesn't always know to write the words. Plus, the speech to text doesn't pick up what he's saying. correctly. So that's why we have to correct a lot of it. And sometimes grammatical things like that are different in medical transcription. No, they're not. They definitely aren't. Sometimes, yeah, grammatical things and stuff like that are different in medical transcription and in medical, what's the word, charts and things like that. It's very different to normal, everyday grammar and stuff. So that's what we are here for. It's literally our job. So he says silly things all the time. They're not. You're destroying my my Weltanschauung. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, my friend. But yep, you're gonna have to learn that one day. No, I've had, and also sometimes the doctor has a really busy day and they say the wrong thing, so we have to pay attention. Like he will say, you know, he'll be talking about the person's left hand, and meanwhile the person's there for their right elbow, something like that. We talk about the little finger and the person's there for their middle finger, or you know, something like that. So you got to know what you're doing, and you got to be able to check the charts and make sure that they're on the right track and they're not talking out their bums, which they sometimes do. Thankfully, my doctor is very careful. He doesn't often make mistakes, and generally when he does, he thanks us for picking them up, or he will send in a next recording saying, oh, I made a mistake in this chart, can you please correct it? So he's very good about that. They say. I do like working with him. He's very nice. Oh, please. 12. Why? I have 16 to go. But as I said, he sent them in late, so I might not. Nah, I need to keep pushing. It says 25. I have to complete 25. Yeah, at that time I need to complete 25 more. I'm only on 12. So nope, no break yet.
No soup for you. No soup for you.
Oh my god. Nope. No, it's not. See? Like now, the doctor is saying that this patient's last name is this and his first name is this, but that's not true. It's the other way around. His first name is that and his last name is that. So he doesn't always know what he's talking about. He's telling me that. I'm like, nope. Oh, but he has no information. Ugh. No, it's mine. My mother is messaging me. We talk every day online, and that's her messages coming in. If I haven't got the, because I'm working, so I haven't got the window, you know, focused. It goes bonk, 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 so that I don't miss her. It's not you. It's me bonking. Hi, Hickey. Welcome in. Welcome in. See? Gadunk. That's my mom. Going well. How are you doing? Yeah. Doing okay? Working? Working hard or hardly working? Okay. Okay, that's not gonna help me at all. Help me at all. Overworked and underpaid. Yep. Word. I hear ya. I hear ya. Today was gonna be a nice easy day, but nope. Fortunately, things have changed, and now I have to take on a lot more. I have some extra work to do. But luckily, sorry, paying attention there. Luckily he sent his work in late, so it's not our problem. We just will have to work tomorrow. I'm not staying up late just to do this. We are not a machine, we are people. Yeah, interoperatively. Tell me. That doesn't help me either. Gosh darn it, doctor. Can't you not just use your words? Not mumble. Mumbling is so boring. My god. Fine. I'll try to figure it out myself. My mummy is typing. She's like me, she types essays. That's probably where I learnt it from. So if you hear the bonk, that's where it's coming from. It's coming from my message, from our message app. Insertion or exertion? Excursion. Bonk. What? Oh, shark spider. This word. It needs sorting out, the handling with yeah. Keep thinking I'm hearing notification. I'm sorry, it'll stop now. She's off to bed. She's off to bed now, so it's like midnight or after midnight there. Or no, after 11 there. It's 11:30 there. So it'll stop bonking now, sorry. I don't know why it's still bonking because I've focused it, but anyway, it does that sometimes. Alright, one more message and then she's gone to bed. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to... Oh, there it is. There we go. Now she's off to bed. Voila. Oh, yours is a work laptop? Yeah, well, I'm working on my work laptop, but I have the stream running on my my gaming machine, and that's what she messaged me. So it's like bonk, because she's trying to get my attention. We talk every day around this time, so I should have been expecting it, but I always lose track of time a bit. But you were wondering why your notifications were going on your laptop, yeah. Yeah, Grumpy as well. I was confusing Grumpy as well. What? My sign to call it. I was gonna say problem, no solution. Hey dude. I don't know what that feels like. Oh my goodness. Just saw a message that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed at a Utah campus while on one of his tours. That's sad. Just because you disagree with a guy doesn't mean you need to kill him. That's pretty disgusting. "31 years old. Was a child and that's pretty little. Sad. Hi Nutsai, welcome in. I'm gonna be on for just a little bit longer, but thank you so much for coming in. Let's see what we can do. What have you been playing? Stardew Valley, huh? Nice. Do you find it relaxing? I found there was like too much to do. Sounds stupid to say it, but it was like I didn't find it relaxing. I know most people find it relaxing. I did not find it relaxing. There was too many things to do, too many things to stress about, like relationships and building and crafting and yeah, redoing stuff and everything. It's fun playing with. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Well, that's better. If you're playing with friends, that's much better. Much better. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah, my husband's probably going to call in like 15 minutes, so I'm going to try to do as many as I can until then, and then he'll say, "I'm on my way home," and then I have to make him some food, so I will keep going until then. Until I get the call. A hungry husband coming home. How's your day going, let's say? That sucks, Kaiman. 30 kilometers from your work office. Yeah, he died. Yeah, he passed away. That's really sad. That's awful. It's fun playing. Going good. Okay, good. I'm not sure if you're in the US or not, or somewhere else, but right now, for me, it's late-ish afternoon. My doctor decided to send in late. The doctor decided to send in everything late. So I'm playing catch up. Hi, how did you know I needed to work right now? Are you Odin's Crow? I'm Odin's Crow. Hi, sorry bro, welcome in. Hi, welcome in. EU, it's 12:47 a.m. Oof, yeah. My mum just went to sleep. She's in Africa. A similar time zone to the EU, so yes, get to bed, youngling. Get to bed. And welcome in, sorry. Get some work done. I won't be on for too much longer. I'm trying to churn through my work here. My doctor sent in work very late for some reason. He likes to hoard his patient charts. So I'm not going to do what I can do. This patient's 92 years old. He was about, well, he sent in like, he normally has a very full day normally on Wednesdays, and he starts sending in around about 8 o'clock his time, which is like 6 a.m. my time. But today he didn't start sending in until 10 a.m. my time, which was 12 his time. And then he only sent in a few, like 5 or 6, and then he just stopped. And then like about 2 hours later, he started uploading the rest of them. He's done with his day, and all his charts were ready, and he was ready, but he just didn't send them in. So yeah, I don't know why. He does it every now and then. He like forgets to press the send button or something, and then he sends them all at once. So yeah, he was about 2 hours later than he normally would send, and he sent in everything. So now we have a bunch of work, and my coworker's not feeling very well, so she's trying to work, but she's struggling a little bit. So I've got a little extra. So I've got the extra 2 hours delay, and then extra work on top of that. So I'm just gonna do what I can today. Because he sent it in late, we don't have to worry about getting it done today. I'll just jump on early tomorrow morning and finish the rest if I can, because yeah, what a pain in the butt. So it was gonna be a nice easy day, but yeah. Fortunately not. What about you? Are you jumping on late, or you just are you on a different time zone as well? Yeah, Charisma asked me to turn the rain off, so there's no rain. But there is a kitty purring. I'm picking things up quite late. It's 22:51 here. Oof. Got some work to do on my thesis. Oh! Yeah. That's quite important, right? Good luck with that. Heading up. Oh, you're welcome, Mickey. Thank you so much for being here. Drive safe. Been speaking to a hunter, and there's also been another school shooting in Colorado. Yeah, and then they just shot and killed Charlie Hicks as well. Like, why? You know? Is people not allowed to have a different opinion to you? And children? Jeepers. really sad. Yeah, right? Exactly. I agree. It's a mentality. It's like this mentality that's just pervaded everything. I blame social media. And it's a stupid, like, old school thing to say, but I really do. I blame it. TikTok and all that shite. I blame that. They complain about not having rights and everything being taken away from them, and then, but they have the right to say whatever they want. Yeah, you're quite right. It's like they care about those amends if they've exactly not say. A lot of unfairness everywhere in the world, it seems the last few years have been. Yeah, agreed. And as I say, I honestly blame social media. People can go there and rant about the fact that they can't rant about things, even though they can rant about whatever they like. You know, say whatever they like until it makes someone offended or something. And I just, yeah. But I wouldn't exactly call this social media. I'm talking about, you know, social media like Facebook and Twitter, X, and TikTok mostly, that kind of thing. It is? Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure it is, because we are being social and it is a form of media. I totally get that, but... And I suppose people... It just seems to be a little more regulated. They're a lot more strict about stuff. But yeah, I know. But I blame, like, old school. Oh, I've been on Facebook for, like... I must be almost a decade now. So... I gave up a long time ago. I was part of the beta testers and everything. I loved it in the beginning. It truly was a way to stay connected with all your old school mates and things, and organize amazing, you know, like school reunions and charity fundraisers, and you could be part of a group that, like, you know, have like-minded people and everything. Share their opinion anytime, anywhere, for the first time in the history of mankind. And not everyone... Yeah, for sure. For sure. Sorry, bruh. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was amazing. So was Twitter. I was also a beta tester for Twitter. I had friends who ran it initially. Obviously, they're long gone now, but initially, I loved Twitter. I made a bunch of friends on Twitter. Mostly, like, because it was when I was first a military wife, or military girlfriend, and then a military wife. But even before that, I was on there because there were loads of, like, fellow photographers and things. That's how I found a lot of, you know, fellow photographers and horse riders, because that's what I did, and people who did things like me, like, you know, yeah, that's awesome, Kaz. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff like that. Written poetry together. Oh, yes, I'm saying that. So social media, it started out as an amazing thing. It really did. It brought people together, but now it pulls people apart and divides people. And that's what, yeah, it really does divide people. And as Sorry said, people are allowed to say whatever they like about whatever they want, whenever they want, and some people just should not. Some people should keep stuff to themselves. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear me or not. You're not I don't know if you're thingy or not. Well, we can tell you that we agree with you, that's for sure. Come on, I got one more to do, people. One more. I can do this. She's called it Cherokee. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I agree. It's awful. But conquerors do that. Conquering countries, not invading, but like conquering countries, people expanding their things. That's what they do. That is what they do. They remove any threat to their expansion. The UK did it. The Americans did it. Europeans did it. Everybody's done it. That's what, you know, the Romans did it. The Romans did it brutally. They had no mercy. happens everywhere. It happens absolutely everywhere. Even happens like within countries. So it's not always an external force either. Anyone who wants power and whatever, they will do that. Yeah, exactly. And now they're relegated to one tiny little island. What does that tell you? They conquered pretty much the entire world, and now they live on a tiny little island. And that's all they have, except for some vassal states. Yeah, it's always a tiny little island. That's what I'm saying. It's always a tiny little island, but they owned the rest of the world. And now they're back on their tiny little island, and that's all they have. Except for Australia, and New Zealand, and Canada to a point. But they don't own them anymore. They're just colonial vassals, I guess you'd call them. You want off your tiny island? Well, come live here with us, Cass. You know you're always welcome. Oh, don't cry. You know you can come here. Guess internet style with niche people finding niche groups too. Yeah, share their interests. Now just a small... Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it, sorry. I had the most wonderful experience on the internet initially. Those first 10 years, maybe a little more, 15 years or so that I was on the internet. Yeah, it was the most glorious time. I have made lifelong friends on IRC and even on the early thing of Facebook and everything. Yeah, I made lifelong friends there. I'm still friends with them. Like Imorph TV, I have known him from the internet, from IRC, since, wow, it's been almost 20 years now we've been friends. No, longer than that. Sheesh. Yeah, very long time we have been friends. Yeah, you are. You have been. Yeah, right. I agree. Sorry. I agree. we hoard it jealously, but I agree. Yeah. This whole it's open for everyone and anything. Yeah, exactly. I agree. It should have stayed a kind of a niche thing. But, yeah, it's also a little unfair because there are people who have made friends and people who've found their tribes, you know, on the internet, and you can't really take that from them. Yeah, it's just the bad apples that ruin it for everybody. Yeah, Portugal. They were also a conquering country. They conquered a bunch of places too. Even where I'm from, they conquered areas where I'm from too. They owned sections of my country. Hola. Yeah, there is, yeah. There's lots of stuff. You know, without the internet, we would never have met each other. Yeah, Britain. Romans, yeah. As I said, they were leaves. Leaves is a Roman city, yeah. It's had lots of names. Albion, yeah. Albion. Or Avalon. And there's husband. One sec. Yeah, I've heard about that place. But you know, same thing in other places. They do that in my country too. There are places where the warring African tribes killed each other and buried them in holes. They literally just dug a hole and threw all their bodies in. Some of the people were still alive because you can see they've tried to dig their way out. So it happens everywhere. It's not, you know. Oh, I don't agree with sacrifices either, dude. I do not at all. There's no way that that should even be. Oh, it does, yeah. Or it did. Not as much these days, let's say that much. But yeah, it's. No, I don't agree with that either. Religious or otherwise, I do not agree with that at all. Never have. I don't even agree with the sacrificing animals. Like, that's even worse. But yeah. I don't, yeah, I've never agreed with that. Right, so Toast is on his way home, so I'm gonna try finish this chart quickly because it's a long, complicated freaking one, of course. And then I'm gonna probably end stream. So I'm still here. I'm just trying to crack this one down, okay? I'm still here, Chris. I'm still here. Like I said, I'm just trying to finish this one up. So I'm still here. I'll let you know when I'm done, okay? But thank you. If you gotta get to bed, you get to bed, my friend, okay? And thank you so much for being here. As always. Yeah, you get to bed. Sleep well. And I will talk to you soon. I might stream again tomorrow, who knows? Or maybe after KG's done or something, I might get on. Yeah, sleep well, Chris. I'll see you around. Agreed. Yeah, no, I agree with that, sorry. It wasn't all about, you know, wiping other country people off the face of the earth. It was more about expanding and obviously that's always about power. But the amalgamation of cultures and things like that has led to today's society. So when people complain about colonialism and about, you know, conquering armies and stuff like that, yes, the way they did things was often terrible, but the world as we know it would not exist without expansion of countries. So it's a double-edged sword, I guess. Yeah, exactly. History is written by the victors. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. You told it's productivity game. I mentioned a while ago. I saw it. I've added it to my wish list. As I say, I'm not buying anything right now, but if it goes on a sufficiently low enough sale, I will grab it. But right now, I cannot buy anything. But yes, I did see it, and it does look very interesting. I actually wrote it down. I actually added it to my wish list. So thank you for that. Yeah, it looked very, very pretty. It really did. And very similar to this one where it was like scenes and things changing and things just, as you say, like an idle game. Yeah, it looked very interesting. I did like the look of it. As I said, I'm not buying anything until I get my second job. Because right now I'm kind of just barely scraping by, and I don't want to spend money on things that I really don't need right now. But it did look very, very pretty. God, that was a long-winded one. That's all I can manage today. God. That was tiresome, as they say. What is today? The 10th? 17. Once I wanted to look into the mythology of the early Portuguese group of Celts. Nearly all remains were either reinterpreted by Romans or completely wiped by Christians. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, that happens everywhere. It's really sad. Like, you already won. You don't need to wipe out the history. I'm afraid it's a lot, same with a lot of religions as well. They don't want you to know the stories of where things come from or whatever. So they just wipe it out. I'm like, I don't think we should forget history. If history is very important. That's cool. Yeah, I'm always interested in that. I love history and everything. I like to find the truth in the things. It's usually somewhere in between what this person says and what that person says. It's usually somewhere in between. Alright, what have we got? So we have 64, and then we have just one, so we have 63. Alrighty, so we have a lot. Yeah, okay. I'm going to call it there, people. My brain is exhausted. My husband is on his way home. How many do I have left? 18? What's 18 from 18 from 32? Ugh, my brain is not working. My brain cannot. Well, thank you for being here, and I love having the discussions. And one myth I love is that King Arthur will come back when England needs him the most. Ooh, speaking of that myth, Kaz, Have you played the game that I was playing, the Tainted Grail one? Because that's pretty much what it's about. That is pretty much what it is about. Tainted Grail. It's Arthur coming back. It's a great game. So when you get your computer sorted and everything, you should look into playing that. There's also a way for you to play on other people's computers, which I'm happy to do that for you too, share with you, because you know you're awake when I'm not, and I'm supposed to be working when you're playing. So really cool book today. It's a tabletop RPG setting in Irish mythology and is written in copious detail by an archaeologist. Oh, that sounds amazing, Zori. That really does sound wonderful. Calculator. Calculate. Are you going to stream it again? I desperately need it. Oh, of course. No, I definitely do. I definitely want to stream that again. Yes, I do. I do. So 32 minus 18 equals 14. And I have 14 remaining. I'm just going to write this down. Sorry. Split. I have to write these things down so that my coworker and I can split our work better. 424.